Welcome back to another episode of Forza Horizon 3. Today, we're going to be in the auction house, and I'm really hoping, I'm keeping my fingers crossed, we're going to be able to win this beautiful thing right here. So this is a 1988 Lamborghini Countach. These things are absolute beauties, old-timers, obviously. A lot of you guys might recognize it if you saw the Wolf of Wall Street movie, and you guys can see this is a Horizon edition with the credits boost, which is obviously very exciting. The more you use this car, the more credits you're gonna earn. And man, it's really cool. We almost won this thing in a wheel spin recently. You guys saw it in the wheel spin episode. We just barely passed by it, and I've been thinking about it ever since then. So I think we're gonna try to win it here in the auction house. You guys can see ever since I started talking, it's already gone up a little bit. This thing definitely does have some interest on it right now. Defy Red Bull is the top bid at $365,000. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna place a 402,000 credit bid on it, and hopefully that's going to be able to stay true. So we'll see what happens. I'll come back when we win or lose, and I'll let you guys know what's up. We got it, baby. She's ours. So we kind of got into a little bit of a bidding war, but I think it's going to be worth it. We ended up spending around like 710,000 credits, which is quite a bit, but I'm actually pretty excited to check this thing out. So you guys can see this is the LP 5000 QV edition of the Countach. If you guys don't know, the Countach was actually a really long time running production. So it started in the early 70s and ran all the way till 1990, which is a very long time for a car, especially of this stature. And the 5000 QV was one of the final additions, the final variations of the vehicle, the most upgraded, the best, the most technologically advanced. The 5000 stands for the size of the engine, which is around 5,000 cubic centimeters. The QV stands for Quattro Valvole, which is one of the big upgrades they made to this model, which put 4 valves in each of the cylinders. So this thing is a 12-cylinder vehicle, puts out around, I think it was like 500 horsepower, maybe a little bit less, close to 400, I'm not sure. 0 to 60 in 3.7 seconds, top speed around 200 miles an hour. Obviously, in today's day and age, those numbers aren't insanely exciting. They're really good, but they're not the best. But back in the day, this thing was definitely one of the fastest cars on the road, and I can't wait to check it out. Now, luckily, we do have the upgrade system, so we're gonna go through and we're gonna upgrade every single part we possibly can on this vehicle and make it as good as we can possibly make it. So I'm gonna go through and do this, and I'll let you guys know where we end up. So it looks like this vehicle was already tuned from the previous owner that we bought from in the auction house. It was an S1 836. We're going to take it to an S1 895 just to make it a little bit better. We're increasing that horsepower, reducing the weight. Let's go ahead and do this thing. Here we go. I'm excited. So that's not the only thing that we've changed. So obviously there was a lot of stuff under the hood, but we also did change up the wheels and tires. If we go into Forza Vista, you guys will see we have some new tire compounds on there. We widened the tires in the rear to be able to get some more traction, especially in those 0 to 60 pulls. And we did change the rims up a little bit. It's not that I don't like the stock Countach rims, it's just that they're pretty heavy. So I wanted to change them up and make them a little bit lighter, which obviously is better. Now let's go ahead and customize this thing. Actually, I don't mind the red. I think the red looks pretty good, but in my head, I was thinking more along the lines of a black. So you guys know when we do the Horizon Edition cars, we usually make it a T Martin Edition. We haven't done that in a while. I've seen some people asking for it in the comments, so I will put this thing up on the auction house when this episode is over. But yeah, we're gonna have to get that red T Martin logo on there somewhere, so we wanna make sure that that it's a color that'll show up with. I guess we could do white, we could even do yellow. Ooh, we could do blue and red. That's pretty sick. Or we could go with black. We haven't really done a black car in very long, so I don't know. I was feeling black, so I think we're gonna go with black there. Should we paint the hood? We could do like a little carbon fiber hood or something. That actually looks pretty sick. I like the look of that. It matches the color of the car, but it's carbon fiber. All right, so we're gonna go with that. Mirrors. This car's mirrors cannot be painted because they are made of chrome or plastic. The car does not have mirrors. Interesting. All right. I'm pretty sure they're made of plastic. This wing, we can paint, but I'm not gonna mess with that. We can paint the rims. Should we make them a little bit more black, or do we like the silver in there? I can't decide. They both look good. I might like the black better. We can stealth this thing out. We'll put black windows on it as well. And then the last thing we're gonna have to do is add on the T Martin decals. So I'm gonna go ahead and find a good spot for those, and I'll see you guys in a sec. Are you guys ready for the big reveal? It's really not too special. I just put it down underneath the door, kind of like on the side skirts. We've kind of done this before. It's on a bit of a design there. I was thinking about moving it up towards the front of the wheel, but I like the placement of that there. So I think it looks pretty good. Man, this is just a sexy old car, man. Holy cow. It's so boxy, so edgy. Really kind of set up the look for all the Lamborghinis that would follow its case. And look at that right there. Go ahead and open up the door, Lamborghini scissor style. Let's go ahead and hop inside here. Now keep in mind, this car is almost 30 years old at this point. So look at just the lack of technology. Those really old air vents. All the buttons. What is that, like an 8-track player? What, a cassette player? What in the world, dude? Holy cow, this thing is crazy. No navigation, no digital readings and speedometers and stuff like that. No fanciness, just straight, I don't even know what I want to say. Just straight meat. It's a bull, baby. It's an angry bull. I'm excited to check this thing out and see what she can do. Look at this. Yes! We're here in the Byron Bay Festival site, taking off, dude. This thing is so sick. It's too sick. I love it. I love the old school look and feel. Look at those tail lights. Nothing about it screams like technologically advanced and new and fresh and kind of everything that cars represents nowadays. It's an absolute beast. It's a tank. All right, I'm excited. We're gonna head down here to Byron Bay, and I think there's a point-to-point championship that we haven't done yet. So this will be fun. We'll test this thing out, see how she can do, and it should be a fun little championship because we haven't really messed with too many of this class of cars. So we're gonna see some really nice old like 70s and 80s supercars, which should be pretty fun. So I'll see you guys when we get there, and let's get some W's. Changed my mind. We came up here and I wanted to do this one instead. So we have the Surfers Paradise City Tour Sprints, and we are going to run this thing as a championship. So look at that right there. Grand Tour Sprints. That's now what we're going to be doing today. We are going to be checking out iconic movie cars. Anything goes. Ooh, the 1980s collection. This is going to be cool. All right, so all cars from back in the 80s. This is going to be kind of fun.
They say nothing good came out of the 80s, but we beg to differ with the Horizon 1980s Championship.
All right, sounds good to me. It looks like we may even have an off-road race, an off-road scramble, as one of these 3 races. So we'll see see how that goes. I don't think it's gonna go very well in this vehicle, but it might surprise us. I mean, it's pretty big and heavy and bulky, compared to other cars of its kind. So maybe it won't do too bad. Wow, look at these things, dude. Look at that old school Ferrari. I don't even, I couldn't tell you the name of half these things. I recognize them a little bit, but I couldn't tell you the name. All right, here we go. Everything from the 80s. Let's do this thing. Switch up the radio station a little bit. I feel like we've been listening to Pulse for a very long time, so I was gonna keep that different. Wanted to grab that guy on the inside. Looks like it's not gonna happen. All right, we were 12% of the way through this race, and it looks like first place is really taking off. Nice. Got a little shortcut there. This thing feels pretty good. I'm digging what I'm seeing so far. That almost missed that checkpoint. Awful. Woo! Okay. Alright, so we're gonna want to draft second, get a nice little speed going, and then see if we can catch up to first. He's pretty far up there. We'll just go around second. Nice. Alright, so this thing is definitely outperforming most of the other cars that we're running into in this race. Except for this first place guy. I wonder what he's whipping. We're racing pretty well though. I feel like we're not really sliding around all over the place. There's not really a lot of tire screeching going on. Sliding out of control. This thing's solid. All right, 53% of the way through. Let's go ahead and try to hop inside. Look at this thing. It's so bare bones, bro. The old analog dials and stuff. I love it. Gonna fly around this. Is that a Toyota? I think that might be a Toyota. Woo! All right. Try to overtake us back. We ain't gonna let that happen. Get him, get him, get him. We're on the inside of this next turn. Let's go, baby. 77% of the way through. Yes, he's back behind us. Woo-hoo-hoo! We are fighting, boys. Part of me wishes we weren't inside the cockpit for this. But we could do a little bit better, but it's okay. Oh my gosh, dude, I keep looking behind us. It gets closer and closer. So baby, pull me closer in the front seat of your Countach. Race to the finish, boys. We held them up. I was very, very close to getting outside of this car so we could see a little bit better, but I stuck it through for you guys. You guys can see the cockpit view. Good stuff. All right, so our first race was a bit of a fight, but we were able to get through it. Wow, that was a Ford RS 200. Okay, now I remember where I saw that before. We used that in Forza Horizon 2. I remember we had to do like there's a bucket list challenge where we had to do the bunny hops in the golf course. I don't know if some of you guys might remember that episode, but yeah. That thing was fun. It was fun. We might have to check that out in this game. We're starting to get down towards the end of all of the really crazy cars, so we're going to start doing more online stuff and checking out some weird cars, so should be good. Anyway, I'll see you guys in our race number 2. All right, guys, we are off to our next race, the second race out of 3 for the championship, and let me tell y'all, the third race is going to have quite a bit of off-roading on it. I just looked at it on the map. It's going to get pretty lit, so we definitely want to make sure that we are getting a first place here to get some bonus points in our corner. Make sure we have a pretty solid lead on the competition. That way, if we get like a second, third, or fourth on our next race, hopefully we'll be okay. So we have to be on top of our game here. Here we go. Team Iron presents Horizon Championship. This is going to be the Cross City Sprint. Let's do it. Let's get it going. We got so many credits from that last race because this thing doubles up the credits. I love it. Oh, man. Whichever one of you guys wins this thing after this episode, you're going to be a happy camper using this thing for credits, although usually they're bid up pretty high. So you're going to be a bit of a deficit to start things off, but hopefully you'll earn it back over time. Ooh. Nate Shot had a nice little line on that corner right there. Around all of us. Right. So yet again, that first place guy is kind of distinguishing himself. On the sidewalk. Yeah, we're definitely quicker than these guys on the straights. Check for that bus stop. Shoot, that thing slowed us down. We missed that? We didn't miss that? Oh my gosh, we must have barely nicked it. Oh, that was so close. All right, we're in the 4th place right here. I'm serious though. It's going to be pretty important that we get first here. I'm going to be a nervous guy if we don't get first. Come on now. Come on now. If you're slow, get out of the fast lane, baby. All right, we're 55% of the way through. I don't know if I'm going to be able to use inside the cockpit view today, boys. At least not in this race. Not good. Not good. Not good at all. I was trying to push it. I was trying to ride the line, the thin line between being in control and out of control in that turn, and we crossed it. We've got 1/4 of this race left. Woo! Come on, baby. 82% of the way there. It's a straight. It's a straight to the finish. Are we going to be able to catch this guy? I don't know if we're going to. I feel like we're slowly catching him, but I don't think we have enough time. Oh, no. Yeah, we don't have enough time. Oh my gosh, dude. If we would have had just a little bit more time, we would have had him. Holy cow. All right, second place. Part of me wants to Oh, is that the guy that got second in the first race? No way. It's the guy in the RS200. So we're going to be going head-to-head against him in this final race. Pretty much whoever finishes in front of the other person is going to be the person that takes home the championship. And you guys know, we didn't do too well. It was a battle for the first race and a battle for the second one. So it's going to be a battle for the third, and it's going to be tough to do well in the cross country. We'll see what happens. In the meantime, we can kind of check out the top speeds of this thing as we're heading to this final death race. I'm really I don't think we're gonna do very well in this race, if I'm being 100% honest. It's gonna be really tough to do our best on this race, but I'm gonna give it my all.
In 400 yards.
Guess we're not gonna have much of a top speed run since the race is right up here. Anyway, take a look at this thing. Look at that. Almost all of it's off-road. We crossed the road once or twice, going the wrong way. Alright, the Yarra Valley Cross Highway Trail. Dude. I'm pretty sure the RS200 is pretty good off-road too, so he's definitely gonna have the advantage here. We're gonna have to make sure that we are oh, it's raining too. Are you serious? Are you serious? This couldn't be worse. But we're gonna try our best. Here we go, guys. Ooh, look at that. A single wiper blade. I don't know if I could deal with that. Drive my OCD a little bit nuts while we're already getting run into. Alright. Let's see what we can do. Oh, I'm cutting corners today, boys. I'm racing dirty as I possibly can. We're trying to get that goal, baby. I'm going to do what it takes. That means cutting corners and running into people. I'm okay with that. Bam, just like that. Let's go. These guys, they're good. And this is not a race that this car was meant for. I know we're going to be struggling, so we need to pull out all the stops. Take on the inside. Plus, I mean, what's wrong with a little rubbing? A little rubbing feels good every once in a while, right? Am I right? Ha! Things are going well so far. Which is the one in the RS200? I don't know what his gamer tag was. The one that was up there with us. I guess it doesn't matter if we get first place. Win no matter what. Oh, jeez, overcorrected. Alright, 37% of the way through. Here we go. See, we can keep with them on the straights and even on the off-road, but not on all the like curvy, rainy stuff. No traction, it's tough. Alright. We have a long downhill straight followed by a sharp 90-degree turn. We braked after he did, and I thought we were going to be done. But we made it. Alright, 67% of the way through. Here's an inside cockpit view. I don't know if I like it. It's dark, it's rainy, and it's a championship race, but we're gonna try it. They're still on us. I remember racing on this part of the track recently in a recent episode. I forget which car we were in. I remember taking that corner with the downhill, kind of like slalom. We make it? I think we might have made it, boys. Oh, he's got some speed. He might be trying to pass us. He's getting some drafting in, but we got first place. Let's go. We won the championship. All right, hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm going to catch you guys in our next episode of Forza Horizon 3. Let me know what you guys think we should use next in terms of the vehicle, and also make sure to check out the auction house if you're interested in bidding on the car we used in this episode. Just search Be The Gamer Tag T Martin. So I'm going to catch you guys later. Thank you guys so much for watching. Peace out.